So from one Emmy winner to another, Max Partain, you're up.
Chris, hello. I have been following you for about 10 years. I got your book when it first came out.
Thank you,
And
Max.
I just want to say, I cannot freaking believe that I'm talking to you and asking you a question. I just want to say that out of anybody in my creative career, speaking from Mark, you've had the biggest impact on it for sure by orders of magnitude through your media and through YouTube. And I just want to thank you. My question for you is, I've read Pocketful of Dough, your book, maybe 4 times every year or 2. I read it and I get something new every single time, as I'm sure a lot of people do. What is the one lesson that if you could just, like, maybe page or thing that you've written down that you just wish the whole world could know and understand? Like, what is the one that maybe they don't see as like extremely valuable right away, but you're like, this is the one you need to know about?
Okay. Thanks, Max. We should have a secret Emmy handshake or something like we do, but
Okay.
There's no such thing. It'd be too nerdy.
It's like a chest bump.
Yeah. I don't know if I wrote this in the book, but I will just tell you what I think the biggest unlock in life is. And if you could just work on this one thing, it also happens to be really difficult. Okay. I'll start it off with a story and then I'll tell you why I'm telling you the story. Okay. There's many years ago when I was just getting on social media, I was just still new to this whole game, and I would get comments. And like people were like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, I got so much value. Thank you for doing this. Right. So of course, this is like life force. It's fueling me back up. So I would run over to my wife, like, check this out, read this message. And my wife's like, what? Rolling eyes. I already know what you're going to do. I said, oh, look at this. This woman says she's my biggest fan. And my wife's like, she's not your biggest fan. I'm like, she's not. And my wife says, I'm your biggest fan. I'm like, oh, babe, oh my gosh, you're my biggest fan. And then I had this one moment. I'm like, actually, you're not my biggest fan. She goes, what? I'm my biggest fan. And she goes, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Your head's just too big. And I think in Western and even Eastern culture, we have this problem with, I don't know, self-love. We call it arrogance. We call it being conceited, being too full of oneself. In Australia, they call it tall poppy syndrome. In Ireland, they'll call it too big for your boots. In America, we might say too big for your britches. There's a gazillion different sayings for this. And it's really strange. I understand it as a parent. Like when my little guys were running around, they're like, I can do everything. I'm like, well, no, I'm better at this. And they're not good at that. And I sit there and think, I kind of keep them in check. Or do I? So I just bite my tongue for a little while, let them work it out. And I think when we have this relationship with ourselves, when we become our own number one fan, when we have so much self-love, we become so easy to love. We walk in a room, not eating anything. I'm already complete. I've been complete. And I'm an integrated person. I have made peace with all the dark parts of me, my shadow self. I've done the self-work, so I've healed from my traumas. I'm not triggered by you. You can say vile things to me, and it's not going to penetrate me in the way that you think it might. And I think if we begin from that place, everything is possible. As I said at the beginning, I have some form of radical or delusional optimism. I just think, why wouldn't it happen? So I just have to focus my energy on what it is I want to happen versus letting anything happen. So Max, to me, it's like if we can understand that and have that relationship with ourselves, and some of it is through coaching, through therapy, through self-work, through reading, through mindfulness, through meditation, whatever it is that you prescribe to, do that, get whole with yourself, and I think you'll have the most amazing life.
Thank you.